Today we're talking all about the world of fake psychics and charlatans and con men and, you know, oh, happy beloved, I'm reading some energy from your pro. Okay. This whole culture started, actually, if you understand it and go back in time, it started from the circus cultures. So where they had freak shows and they had, like, different magicians and illusionists and, people who are working with illusion, people who are working with that ability to trick others, hoax others, and so forth. Now, this is not what Sutra stands for, and I don't think it ever will, because we truly believe in spiritual growth and development, and not these random, psychic movements that are going on around the world. I truly believe that someone can strengthen their psychic gifts through actually doing advanced practices and honing in on their intuition. And it's not like a party trick. Okay? It's a lifestyle thing. It's something that you choose to do and you build and you get better and you make it more sustainable. So I'm going to be exposing some of the tools, or the tricks of the trade that the psychic uses today, using cold reading and all these different things that they use. Now, it's very interesting because a lot of them also use face reading. I don't know if you guys have ever seen face reading, but they can look at somebody's face and tell that because they have a little wrinkle on this side of their face, it's like they can sense their skepticism. Or, splitting up the face into the yin and the yang, the internal world, external world, okay? There's lots of little tools and tricks like this, okay? If you look up a diagram of the face, type in face emotional map, you might see an example of the different spots of tension. The breadth and the depth, okay, is what is ultimately measured when you're looking at, zooming in, analyzing a face like that, okay? Uncle Makara, that's right, let's go. What's up, man? So I think we're wired to act each other and be able to understand each other, right? In this planet, we're social creatures ultimately. We have this gift. We don't need to create all of these, ways to circumnavigate our gifts. It simply is. It's like an archetypal acknowledgement. Okay, some of you get that, some of you don't. An archetype is an impersonal, formless concept or a framework within which you have a character. All right, so a king is an archetype. Okay, a witch is an archetype. Let's say an athlete is an archetype. So it's really, really important that we notice other people's archetypes and be able to read other people's archetypes. Greetings from Utah. What's up? Motion speaker? You mean a motion speaker? What do you mean by that? AXCR? What is a motion speaker? Am I animated? Yeah, probably. I have a face for animation. I could be in a cartoon like that, easily. So let's go through some of these techniques. I think a lot of us, we even sense the vulnerability of others, right? Like, if you've ever walked to a homeless person, you'd know that they're there and you avoid eye contact with them because you sense their vulnerability. But at the same time, he didn't like plan, you know what I mean? He wasn't like ambitious to like ask for change and sleep in a cardboard box, right? That wasn't his life mission, okay? He ended up there as a byproduct of his choices and actions, okay? And we have to really get clear here and start to understand, like, a lot of people who are wired in, they can feel other people's energies, right? Technological devices work smooth and flawless. Yes, good. I'm glad. Okay, the lagginess was upsetting to me, okay? But yeah, even technology, right, Mathis? We can sense in a room where there's so much Wi-Fi or there's so many signals. Even people who I see in the gym this morning, I was at the gym this morning, bro. This guy had a Fitbit, a random wire measuring his brainwaves. He had like a random wire thing set. I'm like, bro, you're there to work out. You're not there to be a robot, right? Even though when you do work out, it's good to make moves that are robotic, correct? So use this thing properly, right, guys? So I'm gonna get into some of this stuff, man, and expose some of these psychic cats, right? Can't even sense what I'm feeling, can't sense what others are feeling too. Yeah, man, work on your perceiving, right? Forget sensing for now. Just perceive their image first. When you close your eyes and think of them, there's certain colors, lights, right? Sounds that come up in regards to them. Whoever you're thinking about. You know your edge ultimately, right? When you're going over it, you'll know your limit in your mind and you feel this kind of feeling. Okay? Reconnect with the goddess. I heard it's actually incorrect. You want to work out while maintaining as much movement as possible to hit all moves. Like the old days, like sword training. Yeah. I get what you mean, man. Too much mechanics and it takes out the biology, right? For sure. I believe more so like an Ito Portal, like that of like movement is medicine, movement is culture. Let's move in a way where our bodies are most free and accelerated, right? And not just push, 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 right? That's not movement. Okay? Now we do need to lift some heavy shit sometimes, right? As men. I truly believe that. But not get trapped in that paradigm. What do you think, Sir? Illuminate is really working or not? Illuminati? You think if the Illuminati is working? Yeah, but I'm not gonna say too much on that. That's for the adepts, Rahul. I can't speak too much on that because YouTube me. Cyborgs, I do EMS since 2019. Yeah. Back then I tripped on it as it did the nanobots thing because of COVID. So yes, watch the air. Yeah, COVID. Yeah, Illuminati. Yeah. I can't say too much on that, bro. But just know that they are working. They're in the background, very, very heavy in the background. Okay, and they work very subliminally. Okay, mainly through media. So be careful of the media that you watch. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Okay, a lot of celebrities are compromised. A lot of things are happening. Speak too much into this. Okay, but we gotta have this understanding of these fake psychics. What are the techniques and the technologies that they're actually using, right? Now, I've studied a little bit of psychology too, so I have the background and neuro-linguistic programming and all that stuff, right? Hypnosis, I know it all, okay? I'm gonna teach you guys the behind-the-scenes stuff that the psychics, okay, today. It's gonna be epic. I truly believe we're here to create more of a soul intimacy here, right? Yeah, there's many fake readers here. Yeah, the tarot card readers, my goodness, bro. Don't get me started. Okay? Don't get me started. Like, there are people very, very tapped in and wired in, okay? But real psychics can tell, real intuitives can tell when there's fake psychics about. Hello, beloved, I've noticed your profile picture absolutely glowing. Are you going through some kind of a change? Okay. Kim, I'm in a cult for another time. I'm going to bed just to say hello. Good night. All right, Kim. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and saying hi to us. Appreciate it. Okay? You fuck at you. They don't even have books on tarot. Well, the thing about this, bro, if you really want to know tarot, you got to know the archetypes of the tarot, right? The Arcana. Study the Arcana. Don't study tarot, okay? Now, you can. I mean, there's Crystal. I trust Crystal Golden, actually, as a tarot reader because I know her and she's fey and so forth. You know what I mean? But thanks for flirting with me, Jonathan. But I don't swing that way, brother. But thank you. Appreciate it. I think, sir, my research is Mahakal is Illuminati, when in other religions, third eye concept. Interesting, man. Interesting. There's a lot of overlap out of this stuff, right? The Cyclopeia, if you've ever heard of that, okay? All right. Yeah, if you're 12, you shouldn't be here, John, okay? You listen to Leo Guru Actualized? Leo, yeah. That bald guy, right? Actualized.org or whatever. I used to hear some of his stuff. Back in the day, though, to him recently. But yeah, the tarot readers too, you know. Really study the Arcana, go into the birth tarot have. That's the main thing. That's the main meat and potatoes. All of this. I want to show you something because my research is really terrible. Okay, brother. Well, you can text me about that. Let's not have this conversation on here if it's too, let's just say dicey or spicy, okay, for YouTube. Okay? Let's not reveal everything on here, okay? So, Barnum statements, okay? This came from the circus times. And I really understand Barnum statements because this is such a keystone that all psychic spiritualists across the board are using, okay? Board. All of them are using this, okay? Including probably, I've probably it when I first started out, right? Like as training wheels, right? Barnum's statements are like common statements that generally apply to a lot of people at once, okay? So it could be an example of like, you know, Rahul, you really tend to bottle things up at times. You don't really express your emotions. There's like so many people things up, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, of course, right? That's a Barnum statement. Another one is, let's say you look at college students. College students go through a lot of transformation, right? So a Barnum statement for someone in college would be like, you're probably going through a lot of great changes right now, right? So it's probably the live, brother. I'm guessing so, but I know a lot of people is being messed with right now. So it could be a lot of you guys. It could be me. It could be all of us. You know what I mean? But yeah. Quest to access the subconscious mind. Yeah. I love speaking to my subconscious mind. You know, one of the most valuable texts that I've had is to get into a trance-like state. And this is going back to animism, shamanism, right? All the way to the pinnacle, the source, baby. That's what we do at Primal Sutra, right? We take it back to the source. Yeah, I listen to Subliminals every night. I have like at least 15 running. Okay, like I'm like a mad scientist though. Don't do, okay? Listen to what I'm telling you, okay? Don't go overboard, don't go wild with this thing, okay? But again, you have to listen to Subliminals and then also put it into action. So what I'll do is let I listen to like Primal Seduction. I'll go on Monkey app and Riz for a little bit. Connect with the ladies, right? And then, you know, it's more wired in, it's more tapped in. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, old people, let's just say, complain about the cold a lot, right? So if you're like, have you had anyone complaining about a cold? Or if you're like, looking at the statistics of a population, right? The J, especially in America, say, is there someone in J? Or is it J sounding like Jeffrey? Not really J, right? They get it wrong, they'll slip to a new reality. That's what they do, bro. Right? Okay. You're a corporate worker in Kolkata. Research is also with my social life and Agori Tantra. Similarly, exactly like 1850s Illuminati spell. I learned about Hebrew for spells. Yeah, man. That's powerful. You know what I learned today, well, a day ago, is that Orin 33 in Gematria, and 33 is a master builder number, so it's no wonder we've been seeing it, and, you know, it's just a lot of vitality, sacral chakra, right? It's like all of these connections, right, that we have to look at as shamans, as savage shamans, because we're not following the norm, right? Yeah, Quadable Integrity, Sapient Medicine, and Subliminal.com. Those are my go-to. Yeah, top 3. We have a lot of the Subliminal Club and the Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic. Yep, definitely, man. That's it. So the psychology students, there's a great deal of change that you're going through, probably. You know, that's what a psychic would say. Or they use something called, I believe the term is called rainbow roosing or something like that. Has a weird. All of these have weird names. Barnum statements, rainbow roosing. Okay, rainbow roosing is almost like using the spectrum, right? So it's like using all the spectrum of the rainbow. Okay, so like from let's say that nobody's 100% extrovert and 100% introvert, right, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you agree. There is nobody on planet Earth that is 100% extrovert, okay? They're always somewhere in between. So what rainbow roosing would be like, you have certain moments of extroversion that you might experience. You might have moments where you're feeling slightly intimidated and introverted. Well, of course! That's most people, okay? Yeah, bro, Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram, bro. That'll be the easiest. And if you want to meet in person, let's fucking go out, you know? Wingman me. Let's go. If you're in Kolkata. Right? It's Flow Zone Academy. FLOZ or ZONE. Flow Zone Academy. Okay, like academy. The word. Okay? Cool, man. Message me there and send me the document. I'd love to learn about it. Alright, funny that you said, Mathis, I was going to experiment using different languages while channeling. Bro, I sometimes said mad wild things in other languages in our channeling sessions. Some of you guys have seen that, like Zoom knows, like, I don't know, Spanish. And one point I spoke Dutch, I remember. I was like, I don't know any Dutch, right, Ryan G? I was like, what the? Right? What's going on? Yeah, brother, it's without the W, Flow Zone. Yeah. Bro, today I did Mantak Chia technique today. The whole room, I entered. What does that mean? I entered, okay. The entire room I entered was influenced by my aura. Did you do the microcosmic orbit, brother? What did you do? What technique? Because he has a lot of techniques. But yeah, get the circuits going, you know? Inner smile is epic, yeah. Mantak Chia. Very profound, very profound. My bad, I got a phone call. If you just listen to him normally, right? You'll actually, right? And then so the vagina, it goes up into the spirit. Okay, if you really listen to him, like, you'll be like, whoa, man. But he's a master though, like hands down, okay? Some of his posts are funny, man. I just laugh at it. So, like, I don't know why. It's just funny, you know? Microcosmic orbit, exactly. So there's another one that they use that's called shotgunning, and they do this in a very large audience. You might have even heard, like, who's like a psychic that we Look up like James Van Prague getting trolled, like being caught out as a psychic, like cold reading falsely for like 15 minutes or whatever. Um, too, you know what I mean? A lot of them. But it's almost like you're shouting out random questions into the audience, hoping that it hits. You're just hoping, you're like crossing your fingers that somebody picks up on it, right? They'll use like a very high statistic, like I was saying earlier, J, okay? So it's J sounding, Jeffrey, okay? It's like 1 in 5 in statistics, I believe. And then if they're not sounding like J, then they'll go to, is it someone in the family that's connected to J? Or R, right? Yeah. Or whatever, right? Like, it's so embarrassing, actually, right? If you really think about it, like the fact that they're using these little techniques and tweaks and not really tapping into their divine wisdom and intuition from source energy itself is kind of embarrassing, right? Bro, I listened to, yeah, J could be G, exactly, yeah. Bro, I listened to Empathetic and Caring Subliminal. Everyone literally were on the verge of tears. Energy completely shifted from IT discussion to family and friends connection. I need to tone it down. Brother, just listen to Uplift. Uplift yourself and others. That's the best one. It keeps me in a good mood. I listen to it before I talk to girls, and they can't stop laughing, you know. It's just wonderful. It's such a pleasant experience because it's like, you know, it's so open-hearted. I'm seeing something come through from the other side. Yeah, yeah. Prosperity, yeah, exactly. I'm doing well, man. The amazing Rundi, Darren Brown. Darren Brown talks about it also. He kind of broke down, you know, against cold reading and stuff. But he himself uses it, so it's like, you know, entertainment to enter your brain, brainwave entrainment. Yeah, every hobby psychologist is able to scam that way. I bet few are of the university. Yeah. Yeah, another one is like, you have 5 kids, right? Let's say that this is an example. I gotta get going soon though, guys. Just letting you guys know I have work today, a lot of work. So we'll end it at 30 minutes, okay? So have any questions, just type them up, okay, real quick. So the other one is like 5 kids, right? So it's like, if you don't have 5 kids, let's just say like, and usually these are old people in the audience, right? You see a lot of these. They probably have a lot of family members or they've gone through multiple marriages or whatever, right? And they say like 5 kids, and then if they're wrong, they'll be like, oh, but 2 has passed away, or 3 has passed away, right? Or you had a miscarriage, or was it all of them? 3 boys and 2 girls? Maybe I'm getting it wrong, right? They'll always try and find like an escape route. You guys get that? 7 thumb is good for you today. Yeah, man. I ran into a chick who got hexed doing tarot. She deleted her channel. Dang, okay. She got hexed, huh? Wow. You know, I know someone named Beth who was into it, but then she left it and she went completely into the Bible. I still talk to her, I respect her to this day. I think there's ways to go about it, of course. I still use oracle cards. I never really dabble in tarot. I like to ask spirit guides instead. But yeah, with a lot of divination, you don't know what false entities and stuff you're bringing into the space, right? So I always just cleanse my space with higher positive vibes. If I'm ever doing any kind of channeling for beings that I'm, you know, whatever. They're not darker, lighter beings. They're just beings, right? I just see them as consultants. They're just there to help you, you know, get what you want, get the end goal. But you got to stay protected, right? You got to be aware of all of this. First, install the belief that feeds the fear. It doesn't exist yet. By accepting it, you've pulled it near. Yeah. You know. It's wild, man. You know, it's really wild how psychics nowadays. I mean, back in the days, they were so eclectic and esoteric, and you could only go through special groups to get to them, you know? Nowadays, everyone, your next door probably a psychic, okay? Some girl in LA is probably trying to be a witch, like, oh my god, I manifested all these guys. No, you're just hot, okay? Like, get it real, okay? Like, what are you talking about? You manifested those guys? You mean they don't want to sleep you? Like, for real? For real, for real? Use magic for that? Okay? So you start to question people, right? And you start to come, I started out being a skeptic in this, right? I started being a complete skeptic in this, but then I slowly started to see these miraculous powers and siddhis and so forth, and I kind of got freaked out for a second, right? My brain tried to backwards rationalize and, like, you know, pull in all sorts of different, you know, pieces of science and information to try to prove the fact that this was actually a thing and this was happening to me, and, like, you know. Another thing is, everybody on the spiritual path who's like fully committed, they always act like if you ask them, they're like, who's your guru? What's your lineage, right? That's the first thing they ask you, right? Just to call you out. Then you have someone like Raja Chaudhry, who's also like the anti-guru guru, who says that you can be your own guru. So, you know, I'm not opposed to that. I am connected to a lineage, by the way, but it's like, I'm not really attached to what a psychic or a spiritual person is supposed to be or sound like or be like or feel like. I think we're here to be completely authentic out of this paradigm. I think, right? Okay, so I have a past class, a student of mine who I've healed a long time ago. Incredible human being. I want to send him love because he sends me a lot of different students from TikTok, and I cannot access TikTok, so shout out to Samba, okay? And really incredible human being. And once in the end of one of our sessions, says something so powerful. I want to share it with you guys. He used the words, okay? And you guys can start using this term. Make it a hashtag. Someone get this trending, please, okay? On behalf of Samba. I told him to do it. I think he's going to do it. Hope. He said, righteous fury. Wow. Bro, that just made my heart go... And it made, you know, like that poem that's like, I have 1,000 hearts, I have 100 arms. That's what it feels like, righteous fury. It feels like you are just unstoppable. That's that juggernaut energy, right? You know how in Vajrayana you have wrathful beings protecting beings of it's from compassion that they're wrathful. Think about it. They have fangs, they're scary, right? But they're protecting the Dharma. Powerful is that symbol, like the Akala symbolism, right? The fierce compassion. That's what we need in this day and age. Vitality, that vivacity, you know. Real psychics back then, that's the thing, brother. I'm seeing so many people get involved in stuff they have not researched. Yeah, absolutely, man. Just jumping into cold water without doing anything, you know? It's like, my friends did it, okay? Let's start a witching circle, or whatever. Yo, me and my friends actually we created like a salt circle to contact demonic energy just for fun. And then we had this like spiritual witch chick kind of just like knock some sense into, bro, what are you doing? You're stupid, right? She literally called us out. And we were like, you know, yeah, it's just for, you know, whatever our justification was. There was none. We were just experimenting being dumb, right? And there was a moment I saw this like dark creature in the mirror, right? There was like an attic in our campus, our college campus. And like we were like, oh, okay, bro, that's enough. Enough is enough. Let's get the fuck out of here, right? And we all just dipped. But we learned from that, you know, definitely. Of course, we had like a protective, we did all the things correctly, but it was terrifying, actually, okay? Very terrifying. Don't mess with certain beings. Don't call them up. If you're not an expert, right? If you're not Doctor Strange yet, be wary, okay? Okay, Or do you have a dog? No, I don't have a dog. I got that dog in me. Two types of scammers, self-deluded and the scammer. I disagree, but I get watch the air, do your energy work, integrate and embody and understand the films. Absolutely, bro. Real, recognize real. Receiving everything, attached to nothing. Yeah, man. Attached to nothing because you are. Ooh! Everything to gain, nothing to lose. Let's go, baby. Kala kala bhairava. Okay. A mentor said it a while ago. Don't know from whom, but you can only channel error. Very dualistic yet foundationally right. That's great. You can only channel truth or error. Facts, man. And again, you guys, if you really want to psychic centers and so forth, you got to look into the different clairs, claircognizance, clairsentience, and find your own that you truly resonate with. Find the ones that are a superpower for you, because you are more of a visual learner, an auditory learner, right? You're a tactile learner. That actually goes to show you what your psychic gifts might be, okay? So you're going to have to get towards that real understanding of that and use active imagination, bro. I'll go on a walk for like, if you're depressed listening right now, you got to go for walks until you get absolutely exhausted and listen to a positive audiobook, okay? Get that into your head, get that into your brain, okay? Use some chaos magic. If you're feeling sleepy and you can't sleep and you have insomnia, why not rep subliminals, affirmations, right? Go vocal code a girl you really like and use her voice to, you know, say things to you and like make it that, you know, you have that reality already. Affirm it to yourself that that is already the truth in your visual, you know, spectrum world, in the internal, right? Not just in the external. It's like the 3D world is all it's garbage, baby. It's hot flaming garbage. But my internal world is magnetic, it's magnanimous, it's majestic, it's godlike, it's sensitive, it's everything, nothing at the same time, right? I can hold the vastness of that through my Shiva essence, okay? So you can do the same, okay? It's very, very possible that you can actually activate this and forth these different energies. Because think about it like this, playfulness leads to successfulness. Okay, to success. Why is that? Because when you are more playful, and the science shows this too, even in hostage situations, right, in certain studies, the more playful, the more you can negotiate, okay? The more playful you are, the more resourceful you become. You heard it here first, baby, okay? So really start to tap into your playfulness. I can't even begin to explain to you guys the power of playfulness, okay? So use it wisely, man. Just play with the resistance, the different things that are coming up, you know, in your life that seem like looming over you or stressful or irritating. You got to understand ways to play with it, okay? Make it fun for you. Make it engaging for you. Make this struggle a video game, okay? Gamify it. Make it funny. Sometimes it's just funny, okay? Add me to call on your live stream, says Brenda. I don't know how to do that. GTA San Andreas. Okay. All right, guys, I have to get going. Thank you so much. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. We're all gonna make it. I'll see you in the astral. You're all coming up with me. Let's go. See you at the top. Let's go.